Losing your mind? Or just perimenopause? Ever drifted into the kitchen only to stand there like a human loading icon? Zero clue why you came? Not just once in a while, but what feels like multiple times a day. Or how about this one? You're in the middle of a sentence and you completely lose a common word, like fork, leaving you grasping at air while a hot flush of embarrassment creeps up your neck. Maybe for you, it's a sudden surge of anxiety or rage that seems to come from absolutely nowhere. It's so intense and so foreign that for a terrifying moment, you don't even recognize yourself. If any of this sounds familiar, you've probably asked yourself the frightening question that millions of women in their 40s and 50s are silently asking every single day. Am I losing my mind? Let me give you the short answer right now. No. You are not losing your mind. But what you are losing, erratically and unpredictably, are the very hormones that have governed your mood, memory, and sense of self for decades. This isn't madness. This is perimenopause. Section 1. The agitation. You are not alone, and you are not crazy. Let's be honest. This feeling is more than just simple forgetfulness or being a bit moody. It's a deep, disorienting sensation that your brain and emotions are unraveling. It can feel like your brain, which was once a reliable, sharp tool, has been replaced by a foggy, unpredictable imposter. And you're far from alone in this. About 2/3 of women report having cognitive issues like these during this transition. This isn't just some minor inconvenience. It can shake your confidence and impact your career and your relationships. The mental symptoms are often the most upsetting because they're invisible. Your family might notice you're more irritable, but they can't see the internal panic you feel when you can't recall a close colleague's name during an important meeting. They don't experience that jolt of fear when you drive right past your exit on the highway for the 3rd time this month, a route you've taken for years. This experience, often called brain fog, affects a huge number of women in midlife. It's a collection of cognitive complaints. You can't focus, your memory feels shot, and processing information feels like wading through mud. It's no wonder so many of us secretly worry that these are the early signs of something much more sinister, like dementia or Alzheimer's. And while some research has shown that brain changes during perimenopause can look similar to those in early Alzheimer's, here's the crucial difference. These issues often resolve after menopause, showing this is a transitional state, not a permanent decline. Then there's the emotional whiplash. The medical community has a sterile term for it: mood lability. For us, it feels like being strapped into a rickety roller coaster we never bought a ticket for. One minute, you're weeping over a sappy commercial, and the next, you're filled with a simmering, irrational rage because someone loaded the dishwasher the wrong way. These are not character flaws. They are textbook symptoms of hormonal fluctuation. It's estimated that up to 70% of women experience these mood swings. Many women describe this time as just not feeling like myself. They report sudden feelings of being overwhelmed, constant worry, panic attacks, and moods that turn on a dime. This isn't just feeling a bit down. A 2024 study led by UCL researchers found that women in perimenopause are 40% more likely to experience depression than women who aren't yet in that stage. It can feel like a heavy blanket of dread or helplessness that settles over you for no good reason. You're not weak, you're not overreacting, and you are definitely not alone. What you are is a woman in the middle of a major biological and neurological transition. Section 2. The why. Unmasking the hormonal culprits. So, if you're not going crazy, what's actually happening inside your body and brain? The answer is a transitional phase called perimenopause. The term literally means around menopause, and it's the stretch of time, often lasting for years, when your body starts its natural shift toward the end of your reproductive years. While menopause is officially defined as going 12 straight months without a period, perimenopause is the chaotic runway leading up to it. For many women, it starts in their 40s, but for some, it can even begin in their late 30s. During this time, the hormone production from your ovaries becomes erratic. Think of it less like a gentle, sloping decline and more like a sputtering engine, with wild surges and sudden stalls that wreak havoc on your entire system. The two main players in this hormonal drama are estrogen and progesterone. First, let's talk about estrogen. For most of our lives, we think of estrogen as the hormone for periods and pregnancy. But its job is so much bigger than that. Your brain is packed with estrogen receptors, especially in the areas that control your mood, memory, and concentration. like the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex. Estrogen is basically the master regulator of your brain's chemical messengers, called neurotransmitters. It helps make and manage serotonin, the feel-good chemical. When estrogen levels are all over the place, so is your serotonin, which leads directly to those unpredictable mood swings, irritability, and depressive feelings. Estrogen also boosts dopamine, which is tied to motivation, focus, and pleasure. As estrogen trends downward, your dopamine can too, making it tough to concentrate and leaving you feeling flat and unmotivated. Finally, estrogen is vital for acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that's key for learning and memory. When estrogen is chaotic, so is acetylcholine. And that's a major reason for that frustrating brain fog and those tip-of-the-tongue moments. Simply put, the hormonal fluctuations of perimenopause create a neurotransmitter storm in your brain. The second key player is progesterone. Think of progesterone as the calm, balancing force to estrogen's stimulating effects. It's often called the keep calm and carry on hormone because it has a soothing anti-anxiety effect and helps you get restful sleep. During perimenopause, as you ovulate less regularly, your progesterone levels often take a nosedive. This drop can leave you feeling tense, anxious, and staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. Of course, this lack of sleep creates a vicious cycle. Poor sleep makes brain fog worse, ramps up irritability, and makes you less resilient to stress, which then makes it even harder to sleep the next night. This hormonal upheaval can also throw your stress response system completely out of whack. The constant internal chaos, combined with poor sleep and anxiety, can lead to higher levels of cortisol, the main stress hormone. High cortisol messes with your memory, contributes to that stubborn belly fat, and keeps you stuck in a fight or flight mode, which just makes the anxiety and feelings of overwhelm even worse. You're not just imagining it. Your body is chemically and neurologically under a state of prolonged stress. Section 3. The physical clues. Your body is sending. While the mental and emotional stuff can be the most alarming, it rarely happens in a vacuum. Your body is probably sending you a bunch of other signals that, when you piece them together, paint a very clear picture of this hormonal transition. Recognizing these physical clues can be incredibly validating because it confirms that what you're feeling is a full-body event, not some kind of personal failing. Let's look at the other classic signs that often come along for the ride. One of the most common and earliest signs of perimenopause is a change in your menstrual cycle. For years, your period might have been like clockwork, but now it's all over the map. Your cycles might get shorter, showing up every 21 or 24 days. Then, they might stretch out to 40 or 50 days. The flow itself can change dramatically, from being super light to suddenly very heavy. Sometimes you might skip a period altogether, only for it to return with a vengeance a month or two later. This is a direct reflection of your erratic ovulation. Then there are the infamous hot flashes and night sweats. A hot flash is a sudden, intense wave of heat that spreads through your chest, neck, and face. It can leave you drenched in sweat with your heart pounding, only to be followed by a cold chill as it passes. When these happen at night, they're called night sweats, and they can soak your pajamas and sheets, wrecking your sleep. These episodes, known as vasomotor symptoms, are more than just uncomfortable. They directly impact your brain. Research has shown that hot flashes can actually cause changes in brain function that affect how well you can form and retrieve memories. Sleep problems are another hallmark of perimenopause, and a huge reason you might feel like you're losing your mind. Even without night sweats, you might find it incredibly hard to fall asleep, or, more commonly, to stay asleep. So many women report waking up between 2 and 4 a.m. with their minds racing, unable to drift back off. This is often thanks to the drop in calming progesterone and a rise in the stress hormone cortisol during the night. Chronic sleep deprivation has a devastating impact on your thinking, memory, and emotional regulation, making every other symptom feel 10 times worse. You might also notice your body changing, especially weight gain around your middle, even if your diet and exercise habits haven't changed at all. That's because declining estrogen changes how your body stores fat, shifting it from your hips and thighs to your belly. This isn't just about how your genes fit. This type of visceral fat is linked to a higher risk of heart disease and diabetes. On top of that, your metabolism slows down and you start to lose muscle mass, which makes weight gain even easier. Beyond these major signs, a whole constellation of other physical symptoms can pop up. Vaginal dryness and a lower libido are extremely common due to less estrogen, which can make sex uncomfortable or even painful. You might notice your skin getting drier, and your hair starting to thin. Headaches or migraines might become more frequent. Some women experience joint pain, heart palpitations, or a sudden urgent need to pee. Taken alone, any one of these might seem random. But when you see them as part of the bigger perimenopausal pattern, you can start to connect the dots and understand the real source of your struggles. Section 4. The Solution: How to Reclaim Your Sanity. Understanding what's happening and why is empowering, but it's the what now that truly puts you back in control. It's time to move from feeling like a victim of your hormones to the pilot of your own health journey. There is so much you can do to manage these symptoms and support your body and brain through this transition. Step 1. Become a detective, track your symptoms. The first and most powerful step is to start gathering data. Begin tracking your symptoms in a journal or an app. Note your menstrual cycle, mood, sleep quality, energy levels, hot flashes, and brain fog. This does two crucial things. First, it gives you tangible proof that what you're experiencing is real and cyclical, which is incredibly validating. Second, it arms you with hard data to take to your doctor. Instead of just saying, "I feel crazy," you can say, "For the past 6 months, I've had anxiety and heart palpitations the week before my period, followed by 2 weeks of intense brain fog and insomnia." This completely changes the conversation. Step 2. Fortify your foundation: lifestyle and nutrition. Never underestimate the power of daily habits to calm the hormonal chaos. Think of this as building a stronger, more resilient you. Balance your blood sugar. Hormonal swings can make you more sensitive to blood sugar spikes and crashes, which trigger mood swings and energy dips. Focus on getting a good source of protein, healthy fats, and fiber with every meal. Cut back on sugar and ultra-processed foods, which just add fuel to the inflammatory fire. Incorporate phytoestrogens. Foods like flax seeds, chickpeas, and organic soy contain plant-based compounds that have a weak, estrogen-like effect. Including these in your diet might help gently buffer some of the hormonal ups and downs. Prioritize brain-healthy foods. Your brain needs the right fuel. Think about a Mediterranean-style diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids, from fatty fish like salmon, walnuts, and chia seeds, antioxidants from tons of colorful fruits and veggies, and healthy fats from things like avocados and olive oil. Move your body strategically. Exercise is a powerful medicine here. A mix of strength training, 2-3 times a week, is critical to fight muscle loss and boost your metabolism. Cardio like walking, running, or dancing is great for your mood and heart. And don't forget restorative exercise like yoga or gentle stretching, which can help lower cortisol and calm your nervous system. Master your sleep hygiene. Protect your sleep like it's your job. Make your bedroom a cool, dark, quiet sanctuary. Ditch the screens for at least an hour before bed. Try to stick to a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock, which gets thrown off by all these hormonal changes. Step 3. Find an ally. Talking to a doctor. Honestly, navigating the medical system can be one of the most frustrating parts of perimenopause. So many women report being dismissed or told it's just stress or depression. That's why finding the right doctor is everything. When you go, bring your symptom log. Be direct. A great way to start is, "I'm in my 40s and I'm experiencing brain fog, anxiety, and irregular periods. I believe I'm in perimenopause and I need to discuss how to manage my symptoms. For truly specialized care, look for a NAMS-certified menopause practitioner, NCMP. NAMS is now known as the Menopause Society, and providers with this certification have passed an exam and have up-to-date training in managing perimenopause. They are much more likely to be knowledgeable about the full range of symptoms and treatments, including hormone therapy. Step 4. Explore your treatment options. Once you have the right medical partner, you can explore treatments that get to the root cause, the hormonal imbalance. Hormone replacement therapy, HRT. For many women, HRT is life-changing. It involves taking estrogen, and usually progesterone if you have a uterus, to supplement your body's declining supply. This can directly relieve a huge range of symptoms, from hot flashes and brain fog to mood swings, because it stabilizes the hormone levels that are causing the problems. While HRT has a complicated past, Modern research shows that for most healthy women under 60 and within 10 years of menopause, the benefits far outweigh the risks. A certified practitioner can walk you through the different types and methods, pills, patches, gels, to find what's right for you. Non-hormonal options. If HRT isn't for you, there are other options. Certain antidepressants can be effective for managing hot flashes, as well as anxiety and depression.
Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, has also been proven to help women manage the anxiety, low mood, and sleep problems tied to this transition.
And various supplements, like magnesium for sleep and anxiety or omega-3s for brain health, may offer relief. But it's crucial to discuss these with your doctor first. This journey can feel incredibly isolating, but it doesn't have to be. Your story matters, and sharing it can help you and so many other women who are feeling the exact same way. Please share one symptom in the comments below that this video helped you put a name to. Let's create a community of support and understanding right here. And if you want to keep learning how to take charge of your health during this transition, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video, where we'll do a deep dive into the myths and truths of hormone therapy. Let's go back to that terrifying question we started with. Are you losing your mind? The definitive answer is no. You are not broken. You are not going crazy. You are experiencing a normal, natural, and profound neurological transition driven by hormones. Perimenopause isn't a disease to be cured, but a life stage to be navigated. Yes, it can be challenging, disorienting, and deeply frustrating, but it's also an invitation, a chance to tune into your body in a new way, to become a fierce advocate for your own health, and to shed the shame and silence that have surrounded this topic for way too long. By understanding the dance of your hormones, recognizing the symphony of symptoms, and exploring the solutions available, you can move from a place of fear to a place of empowerment. This isn't an ending. It's a powerful recalibration, and with the right knowledge and support, you can navigate it with grace and come out stronger on the other side.